Hello, my name is Alicia Murray. I'm a licensed mental health therapist located in upstate New York, and I own and operate a group practice that covers all of New York State. And today I'm going to be talking about arguably one of my favorite features of Jane, which is the templates library. And throughout showing you some of my favorite templates, hopefully you're able to see just how these templates within the template library can help to streamline documentation in your practice and to really make sure that your documentation is covered from start to finish with the clients that you're working with. Super simple to get to the templates library. You're going to go right over to your staff profile and up to templates. The first point of contact that we usually have with any potential client is a free phone or video consult just to make sure it's a good fit. And this first client contact record has become a favorite of mine to be able to really track the clients that are reaching out, the consults that myself and the therapists within my practice are doing. I love to see the referral source that's bringing them in, a quick little space to share what is bringing them to therapy. And then we're able to kind of check off what we cover with them. And then the disposition, which is really good for tracking on my end in regards to if they made an appointment and maybe why they didn't make an appointment. So from there, when a client schedule is with us, the next thing that we are going to do is to do an intake and then a full treatment plan. And this comprehensive mental health treatment plan with, again, the checkboxes, you're going to see a real theme in my favorite templates as far as checkboxes go. I think that they're so wonderful for streamlining the process and really cutting down your time as far as documentation goes, because documentation can be a lengthy process, but this really, really helps to streamline it. So within this comprehensive mental health treatment plan, it really follows along what most of our intakes look like. We can go through the treatment goals, any treatment goals not listed, the therapeutic approach and interventions, which is an A+ as far as insurance goes and making sure that the sessions remain covered by insurance. We go down to goals, medical necessities, more checkboxes within primary area of concerns, down to goals. You can see how comprehensive this treatment plan really is and how it's great to have all of this documented really as a roadmap to treatment for the clients. Going along with the flow of treatment that we would typically use for a client, it brings us to our typical session notes. And remember when I said that checkboxes would be a theme? We have a space for the CPT code, the diagnosis code. This is wonderful for in-network or out-of-network insurance billing, just to make sure everything is really thoroughly covered. I will say my biller loves the thoroughness of these templates and making sure that everything she needs to get her job done is there. And down to my favorite part of these, checking off which topics were discussed, any interventions that were discussed, how the client presented during session, a very expedited mental status exam, their progress towards their goals, any continued challenges and impairments, and then a little bit for any narration that you want to add in addition to that, and then general follow-up, or if you recommended any resources or recommendations, I like to put in if I recommended a book for them to read, or a podcast to listen to, or some guided journaling for them to take part in for the week. So again, in the stream of our client journey, oftentimes we will have contact with a client in between session. Maybe they are rescheduling for a certain reason, or maybe they're passing along information, or maybe if I have therapists that are working with adolescents, their parents or guardians are reaching out and sharing some information with us. And these non-session contact notes are perfect for making sure that these contacts remain documented within their profile. Now, hopefully this will lead us to a positive discharge or termination with the client. And this is where this termination summary will come in handy. And you guessed it, more check boxes. And so when clients are wrapping up in their therapy journey with us, this is the perfect template to close up their chart and make sure that we have everything that's required by insurance and by our licensure to wrap things up. So we have reason for discharge, the discharge decision made by whether client, patient, the type of service that they were receiving, the typical frequency, and then again, some spots for a narrative. back to the template library, one more thing I want to touch on, and I'm just going to use the back as an example, but as a therapist, there are so many inventories and assessments that we can use alongside our typical progress notes and treatment plans to really track and monitor how our clients are progressing through therapy. And again, the back is just one of the many, many examples of these inventories and assessments that are already created within the templates library, but these are wonderful to use weekly, monthly, quarterly, even once a year with your clients to really track how they are progressing through treatment with you. These sliders make it super easy to document. You can do these so quickly at the beginning or end of a session and have these on file. I hope that you were able to see just how comprehensive this template library is and how it is able to help you to make sure your client's journey in therapy is not only thoroughly documented, but is documented in a way that is easy for you as the practitioner and to really streamline your process so that we can dedicate our energy to the client who deserves it the most.